And we are live. And I
You
was
told all
right.
your
We have
friends, right?
zero guests so far.
Steve, you told all your friends and your neighbors and all that?
Yeah. My wife said she's watching. She's upstairs, but she hasn't turned on the YouTube yet. So
Oh, hi, Mrs. Gavin. Feel free to jump in the chat.
yeah,
Up there
right.
we go. Up to three already. There
There
we
we go.
go. Should warn you, we actually get like three times as many people to watch on Twitter, but
They
so
don't.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, Steve, does
When
this
I
mean
watch,
that
it's usually on Twitter.
the story you were telling us about your wife before we went live, you're not going to sell us now that she's on listening? That's true?
Yeah. Yeah. The story on how much she's the best woman in the world and I love her so much. Yep.
No, that
That's
wasn't
the
the
one.
story I heard, but that's all right. That's
Yep. Yeah.
okay.
So
All right.
I got my family member, my brother here. So yay. Welcome,
I,
Dan.
I am pulling a mic tonight, and I'm going to just do shameless plugs for the next hour.
Excellent.
Okay. So we were talking backstage, and I was very proud of myself because when I looked at your cover, I'm like, that looks like military sci-fi, and I'm patting myself on the back because, by God, did I nail it? I don't know what else you'd think that was. But when did this come out, Steve?
This came out June of last year, so it's been out just over a year.
Nice.
And you got a military background?
I don't. I had a sister that was in the Air Force, but other than that, no military background.
Yeah, it doesn't transfer through sisters or brothers.
Right. Yeah. Usually not.
Oh, she can help you out with some terminology and stuff. So, I mean,
That's true. I work with a lot of military personnel, so
what
they
do you
kind of
do?
help me through some. I'm a detective in the police force in Milwaukee.
And
No.
so I would have thought that crime procedurals would have been much more the thing.
Yeah,
You just
that
get
probably
that at work. You don't want to write it too.
that was basically it. Yeah. I probably should have done that. Might have sold a little bit more copies, but yeah, I just started writing it. Kind of get away from that. So it's kind of
Yeah.
hopefully kind of the opposite of what I do.
So
Well, I
let me
mean,
ask you a question real
Okay.
quick.
Well, that's
If you
your job.
were to write police procedurals, how many different books could you do because of the things that you've seen? How many different storylines would you have just right now? You don't have to tell us what they are, just how many could you just knock off? Like, there's five, the first five right there. Or how many would there
Yeah,
be?
probably about a dozen, and then one or two of those would be probably a 2 or 3 parter.
Okay.
So now that kind of knowledge, people would probably pay you to sit down with you for an hour or two and just kind of pick your brain to get those kind of deep. Because I mean, let's face it, you can watch all the nonsense on TV that you want, and I'm sure you laugh at most of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Trying
you
to
may
watch and be like, some guy shoots, at a suspect, and then he's back in the office the next day. Doesn't work like that. He'd be on administrative leave for quite a bit.
So
Not
just
back
for
for episode 3. Yeah.
just for firing around,
Right. Yep.
regardless of whether or not he hits anyone.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. So what would happen in the case of, and I know this is totally off, this isn't military sci-fi at all. What would happen in the case where you see in those shows where they like empty clips in the middle of the street?
What, the cops?
Yeah. You've
Yeah.
seen those shows, right? Where there's just
did.
like this, it's like the freaking OK Corral in the middle of, Main Street.
Yeah. Well, that would definitely be an administrative review, and depending on what they struck, because you got to have, target acquisition and target isolation. So if they were shooting into buildings without a line of sight, they're probably getting into some trouble.
And only one more cop question, I swear.
Yeah.
You ever use a firearm training system?
Do I ever what?
Ever use a FAT system, a firearm training system? It's one of those things like you've got the weapon and a
you
big
got a
screen, and it's all kind of connected to a computer, and it tells you what you hit and where your shots went and all that.
Yeah, we call it the Milo. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah, we've used that in training.
Yeah, those are cool.
It's actually really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, sorry, we're done.
Yep, that's all right.
So, Steve, I was just going to tell you, like, for instance, my book, Proxima Station,
Mhm. Which just came out, I understand, correct? Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a week tomorrow. So I actually had like some military stuff in there, and I know nothing about the military. So I
Hmm.
Oh,
just
you
had
really
my
do.
edit. I just had my editor have like 19 years in the Air Force, and
25.
so I got all that
Your editor, that
knowledge
guy.
for
Yeah.
free. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, I got all that
Smart.
added in bonuses. Not only did he edit and make it look like I'm conversing in English, but also he corrected all the stuff I got wrong. So
You had
See,
his
there you
name
go.
tag on the wrong side of his shirt, man. I mean, come on.
Right.
ugh.
So you just, I mean, did you just start writing as a stress release thing, or I mean, has writing always been something that you've done kind of from way back, or just pick it up?
Yeah. So I used to write books as a kid. 5, 10 page books. Maybe when I was like 10 or 12, and then stopped doing that. And then maybe 5, 6 years ago, I was talking with my grandma right before she passed, and she made a comment like, I always thought you'd write a book because you used to write books as a kid. And at the time, we were going through a lot at work, and I was like, this would be a great stress relief. So I sat down and just started writing. I really had no intention of making it into a full book. It was just kind of putting words on paper in a setting that I like, doing a little world building, and then at some point was like, okay, I think I got a halfway decent plot here. And then after maybe 6 more months, a year, I was able to actually finish the book and then kind of research how to get it out there.
And you did it anyway, even after the research of how to get it out there.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to discourage people from going the traditional publishing route, but I spent way too much time like querying agents. I really didn't know too much about the indie sphere, like how to publish a book yourself. I had no clue. So just by trying to get it traditionally published was an uphill climb to say the least. So then after doing that for a little bit, really just trying to figure out on my own how to uh, publish it by myself. So that was
How long did you spend trying to go the trad route?
so it wasn't that long, maybe 6 months.
Okay.
Probably queried 100 or 200 agents,
Good God.
and
Oh God.
maybe got 5 responses,
Really?
all
And
negative, obviously. Yeah.
they all told you to pound sand?
What's that?
They all just told you to pound sand?
Well, the 5 that responded did, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, did they at least give you any feedback or anything, or was it just like thanks, but
Yeah, it all seemed pretty boilerplate, like a response that they would just send en masse to whoever's querying it. There's nothing really individualized that would make me feel they even read what I sent. So,
right?
which
Yeah.
I kind of get is kind of standard.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty sad getting 5 back out of nearly 200.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's ugh.
Just by
And
looking
so
into it, like most people have similar stories, but it's more of like a 10% here back or 15. But my number was way lower for just them getting back.
and you found your way to us, which means in your research in the indie sphere, you obviously started very, very low. Um,
Well, I was gonna say my research must be great because you guys are like top of the mountain here. This is the number one podcast, and I happen to find myself on it. So
yeah, our numbers don't back any of that shit up, but I appreciate it.
right,
So,
yeah.
so Steve,
Great
I'll tell you
effort.
something. Tell you something might make you a little jealous at least at first, but I queried 3 times, and
Hmm.
I heard back from all 3 of them, and 2 of them said no, the writing isn't strong enough. So
And
Well,
you
at
there
know,
you
least you
go.
got a feedback that was they actually read some of your stuff.
Oh, maybe.
yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
maybe.
And Mike, that's a nice segue into reviews and stuff like that. And I've been going through some reviews, and some review writers are actually really, really good writers. Let me just share a little bit of this with you. Or should I wait until a few more people come on? I don't know. Who's even out there? Your brother is. So we've got your brother and Steve's wife, and maybe a few other people. I don't know. Say hi in the chat. But let's just read
Is
this.
your wife or kids on here, Ro?
God, no. Anyway, let me just read some of this. The author excels at introducing a rich, lore-filled world without ever slipping into heavy-handed lore dump. Even though there's quite a bit of information early on, it's delivered with such organic flow, it never feels overwhelming. This is a real review, by the way. His prose is clean and engaging, interesting without being showy, and it helps ground the more fantastical elements of the narrative in something relatable. It goes on for like 4 more paragraphs. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's obviously not my book, so I know that's.
Or mine. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's got to be Mike's.
It could be somebody else's. There are plenty of other people who write, but it is in fact Mike's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not his newest book, available now. Go ahead, Mike.
Put it up.
Yep, there you go. So you've got to do that, Steve. Where's your book? You got to be
holding
right that thing up all the time. Go buy Steve's book. Screw Mike. Mike just got that stunning review. It's only a 4-star review, but still, it reads really, really well. There's more. Go look.
Sounds good.
Go buy Steve's book, so he doesn't have to go to work anymore.
And when does the Sigil of Enderune come out there, Ro?
September 1st. Anybody who wants an art copy, let me know. I will send it to you. You have a month to read it. So who did your cover, Steve?
That was Jake Clark. I found him through Reedsy. And he did a great job. I kind of gave him some guidelines and a few notes, and he came out with this and didn't even need to make an edit because I love the cover. It kind of pictures kind of what happens right in the middle of the book. So
okay, so this is kind of a scene from the book then.
Yeah, more or less, not shot for shot, but there's a scene similar to this in the book. Yeah.
So tell us about what's going on here then.
So that is Mars in the background. It's
Good.
partially terraformed. There's some water on the top there. People of Earth have a base there, and they're trying to defend it from an invading alien force.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the hero is in this foreground ship or the ship that's exploding?
So
Without
there are
giving
three.
too much away, I guess.
Yeah, there's 3 characters. They're all siblings. One's a fighter pilot. One would be aboard one of those battleships there, and one's like a senator back on Earth. They all have different roles to kind of advance the plot. But the pilot character in this scene would be down on the planet, so that's not him as the pilot, but it just gives you a view of what his ship would look like.
Nice.
So, do you write third person?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one that writes first.
Third person past tense. It's, for me, the easiest to read.
That I grew up reading that all the time, and I try to write. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I have to write first person present.
Yeah, my problem is I'll write third person present tense as when I'm outlining, and then when I'm actually editing and finishing it, I've got to change everything to third person past, which is kind of a headache.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's a big.
No, Steve, what you do is you just leave that for your editor. Just let them do it.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't like to do that.
I tell people all the time that just because I'm giving advice does not mean I'm trying to help.
Well played. So you're writing your second one now?
Yep.
What's your? I mean, you mentioned outlining. Do you do a heavy outline or just a index card or little sticky note kind of thing?
It's kind of a medium outline. I have a beginning, middle, and end that is like a paragraph each, and then I just kind of expand on that until my outline's 3 or 4 pages, and then I'll try to break it down into chapters. What's going to happen in this chapter, that chapter, and then start writing. And then sometimes the chapter gets too long, so you got to break it into 2 chapters, or sometimes it might be short, so you have to combine it. So it's maybe not the most efficient process, but that's kind of how my brain works. So that's kind of how I do it.
And you've never taken any writing classes or English classes or anything like that? I mean, other than high school English.
No, and I was actually really bad in high school English, so I'm not,
So when you started this, how did you kind of get to the point where you could put that together coherently? I mean, did you listen to a bunch of? I mean, there's a ton of podcasts and things like that. Did you go out and kind of look for that craft element information, or did you just say, "Screw it, go for it"?
I did afterwards. During the initial writing, not so much because, like I said, it was really just initially it was just for me. I was just writing a plot with no ending until I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I need to coalesce all my ideas and make this into a book. And then once that was kind of written in kind of like a first draft, then I kind of went out and um, got some people to read it, like some beta readers, and then got feedback as far as like sentence structure and grammar and stuff like that. I had a developmental editor that I used, and he gave me some tips. So that's kind of how that process went.
Did it surprise you at all just how much this hobby of yours costs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Short answer. Damn, I could have bought a motorcycle. What the hell am I doing here?
Right. Yeah. I don't want to say I was ignorant to the fact that it was going to be easy. I knew it wasn't, but the amount of work that goes into not only writing, but the editing and just organizing, formatting, and marketing at the end of it, it's crazy. And then to pay somebody to edit, to pay somebody to do a book cover, I'm in the red quite a bit, and I'd have to sell quite a few books to get in the black. But I still want to write. So it's definitely more.
Some bad news for you, Steve.
Yeah.
That red, just you're living there now.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
Steve,
I
want to pitch another idea for you to make sure you stay in the red.
Mm-hmm.
Audiobook.
Oh God,
yeah. People come up to me and they're like, are you going to put out an audiobook? And I said, I have no plans to. I don't have the voice for it, and I don't want to pay for that aspect of it at this point, because I'm not.
You'd rather buy a motorcycle with that money.
Yeah, and I can't ride motorcycles, but I'd still buy a motorcycle if we're doing that at this point.
EL is our resident guy who checks out all of the background imagery behind our guests. So you're welcome to tell him about your long-suffering fandom, and he was wondering what the 1254 is on your wall there.
1254. Oh, so I commandeered my wife's workspace. She works from home. So this is my first time using this computer and this headset, and that is her wall. And so that was her number when she ran I believe it was a marathon.
Good God.
That's her chest number that she had on for that. So
good for her. And you didn't run it with her?
No. You'd have a hard time getting me to.
Husband or you?
Yeah, I supported her from the side, beer in hand. Yeah, hey, there you go.
And her a beer. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
You're doing great, honey. See what you're missing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's very decent of you.
Yeah.
So you said your current book is, and for the new folks, we'll throw this back up here again. Go buy Steve's book. That's been out for, you said, came out last year?
Yep, June of last year.
And when do you think? What's the follow-up called?
Reclamation.
But same. So it's a series.
Yep, it's going to be Cosmic Strife. Assault is book 1, Comic Strife, Reclamation 2, and tentatively Cosmic Strife Omega for 3. And then theoretically that series should be done.
To wrap that up. I mean, are you already putting down plot points and stuff for book 3, or are you just concentrating on book 2? And
yeah, I've got book 3 rough outlined, those 3 to 6 paragraphs that I was kind of telling you about. I know kind of how I want it to begin, what's going to happen in the middle at the ending, but not broken down in any great detail, and a lot can change. So, but I do have a general idea how I want to end.
So how close do you stick to your outlines once you start writing? Do the characters start, just overruling you, or do you make them do what you want them to do?
They do, because I often come in thinking, okay, this is what I would do, and that's how I outline. But then oftentimes, as I'm writing, it's like, well, the character wouldn't do that, so I have to kind of navigate away from that, and then maybe change a lot down the road, because that's not something the character would do. Because when I'm outlining, that's what I would do, but that's not what they would do. So,
do you have brothers? Do you have brothers yourself?
I have no brothers. I have 2 sisters.
So you wrote a story about 3 brothers.
It's 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right.
So the oldest is the sister, and that's kind of a combination of both of my sisters, kind of in one. And then the two brothers are kind of like how I see myself is one of the characters, and then like a wilder side that a more risk-taking person would be the other character.
So you see one of the brothers as one of your sisters? That's nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now I got to make sure my sisters don't watch this; they're gonna get mad at me.
Yeah, we just stir shit. That's all we do.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah.
You really should have known if you've seen the show, though. You should know what you're walking into.
And that's how we test people. It's like, have you ever seen the show? Oh yeah, we're gonna find out.
Yeah. I'm having connection problems. I got.
We haven't had anybody do that yet. That would.
Crumble some paper. Yeah.
So, Steve, tell us, who are your three main characters?
So the oldest is Aelin, and that's the female. She's the senator that's on Earth. The middle is Nolan, and he's a lieutenant on the battleship, the Hyperion. And then the youngest is Vance, who's in like more or less flight school, flight training to be a fighter pilot on the Sagan base, which is on Mars, which is kind of the training base for the human naval fleet.
Okay, that might come in handy later.
So what kind of? I mean, this is Earth as we know it, right? Just a lot in the future.
Yeah, a couple hundred years. It's a lot of it's not a whole lot's changed other than we've just started to colonize our solar system and a little bit of Proxima Centauri, actually.
So do you start getting into all that stuff that the sci-fi people really care about and gnash teeth over, and you get into like FTL and all that, or are you just keeping it all kind of within the realm of reasonable?
Yeah, no. I am not a smart guy. I don't know a lot about science as far as the nuts and bolts. So originally when I first started, I'm like, I'm going to try to make this as realistic as possible and try to get all the science, that makes sense. And I wasn't, there's too much that I'm just, it's beyond me. I'm like, you know what? Okay, spaceships go fast. Here you go. There's a little bit of explanation in there. It's not as simple as that, but it's not, I wouldn't call it hard science fiction by any stretch.
You got to a point where you looked at your browsing history and you just went, oh, Jesus, I'm in too deep here.
Yeah. Half of my browsing history wasn't even science fiction related. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it wasn't science fiction related.
Well, I mean,
it had to do with zombies.
A lot of people who write fantasy and stuff like that, and we're looking up, ways to kill people, right? So,
right.
And that's always the big joke. It's like, if the police ever came to my house and looked at my browsing history, it's like, what the hell are you on about? You know?
You're on a list somewhere if you keep searching that. Yeah.
Really? That's exciting.
I mean, that's probably on the federal level. You probably are, but who knows?
So I actually interviewed an author once, and he told me that he was researching, can you turn humans into biofuel? Okay. And he's like, I want to know what list I'm on now that I've did an extensive search for that. Right, I'm like, well, I'm a chemist. You could just ask me. Yes, you absolutely can.
You have people do that in one of your books, right, Mike?
No, but I could tell you how to do it. And yeah. Somehow I don't think incognito keeps you secret from the feds, Google, anybody really.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how have you tried to get your book out there? I mean, you just like surreptitiously drop copies at the station house, or?
Yeah. Actually, my buddy came up with a good plan that prisoners that are housed there, they get free books, old donated copies, and said I should probably pass them out to them so they could read them. But I haven't done that yet.
If they're getting free books, that's not going to help you.
Well, right. Yeah, that's my point.
You want to give them to people who will buy the next one.
Exactly. Well, it's like an investment. Book one is, you're not going to make money off it, but if they like it, they're going to read book two. So it's an investment to give it away for free. Maybe. Probably not a good one.
But well, what in the writing sphere is a good investment?
Yeah, well,
That's true.
That's a fair point, right?
True.
Well, his cover art was a good investment.
As
Yeah.
Andy Witham said, and I will always repeat, and when you're writing, you got to spend money to lose money.
It's the truth.
Yes. I got to ask this: how many pages is your book?
373, I think. Let me double
Good
check.
man. Good man.
Yeah.
Good man.
So when I first uploaded it into Amazon, it said it was 515 pages.
Oof.
Which is wrong, which was upsetting. Yeah, it's 367, and that's including like the front and back matter. So I put it out a year ago, and I want to say it was 420 pages, and I did a revision like 4 or 5 months ago, just kind of trimming the fat a little bit and got it down to the 367. So there are 2 editions. The first one a little bit longer, but this one trimmed it up a little bit.
So you had it out and then you took it down and did some more work to it?
Yep.
And how did that work out for you? I mean, was that difficult to do? Did Amazon give you heartburn for that kind of thing?
Not really. It was a bit of a hassle because it created a second profile for the book. So now every time I'm on the KDP, I got to make sure I'm checking the right one, because one's the old book, this is the new book. But other than that, it was pretty easy. It was a matter of hitting delete for the first book and then upload for the second.
So did you ever put like the same chapter in twice in a row in your first book?
Not yet.
No.
Not
okay.
Yet. Can I assume that you have?
No. I don't know why that came into mind. Couldn't be chapter 18.
Yeah.
But hey, I got rid of my last hardback with the duplicate chapter. I got all new hardbacks in now, so now I don't have to be like, yeah, just don't put in the review that I repeated a chapter.
Right. Well, that could be a printing issue,
Yeah, definitely a printing issue. Just said chapter 18 and chapter 19, but it was totally the printer.
Yep, definitely not your fault. Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess we talked a little bit about reviews, and let's grab another real quick. This book tells a great story of siblings choosing their individual paths while working toward the same goal. Captivating storytelling, authentic characters, and plenty of action keep the pages turning. Nice. That's a five-star for Assault. That's good.
Good.
Somebody else wrote the page-turning book is a must-read. It's good when a couple of people pick up on that.
Yeah.
So do you like writing the action stuff, or I mean, how do you get into that?
I do like the action stuff. However, I think the main issue with the book, the main negative feedback I've gotten, is that it doesn't start with a lot of action. You got to get about a third of the way through until it really picks up. So that was kind of
the people that get on that, and you see this in like contest juries and things like that. I read a page and a half and there wasn't any action yet. You know what? Fuck you. Sometimes you have to do some world building and get some stuff set up before things happen.
Exactly.
Do that.
Yeah, I had 3 characters I'm trying to, get acquainted with the reader, and until something, until the attack happens, then, but that's not till a third of the way through the book. So if you are reading it, and I know you guys had was that Kristen Schaefer? You had her on, and she said that she will always finish a book, but you guys said you will DNF a book.
Oh, yeah, I DNF all the time.
I will DNF the hell out of a book.
So if you're reading this one, you got to make it at least halfway through before you decide to DNF, because it picks up before then.
So, Steve, I will tell you, I generally give a book about 100 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd be just like, okay, one more, and Steve said I'll get to the action, So, I mean, you're right there on the cusp, but,
okay,
that's okay, now that I know.
Right, yeah.
I do see that you have not gotten yet that thing that every indie author needs to get to really round them out. You have not yet received that 1-star review.
True. I have 1 2-star review, but not a 1-star.
Yeah, you got 2-star review, but they didn't leave reviews. They just left the rating, which is kind of a cop out. I think kind of worthless. If you're gonna do that, put something down.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have that one yet.
I know. I'm waiting for it. I've only got, I think it's 23 total reviews. So if I can get to 30 or 40, I guarantee there's going to be a one in there somewhere.
My first book came out in 2018. I've only got 21 reviews on the damn thing. So
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe that should tell me something and I should just stop. I don't know. But there you are.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that I have like 150 reviews, but I also gave out like 19,000 free copies. So,
There you go. The percentages on that, not great, but it's still a couple hundred reviews.
Speaking of giving out copies.
Thanks. I'll take a review if it's a 1-star. I'll still take it. Yeah.
Very nice of you.
Yeah. Thanks for the offer.
These guys are the best in the chat. They'll help you out.
They're great. Yeah.
So,
all right. So
have I mentioned that Timothy Wolf, he is the antagonist in my book that just came out last week?
That's good to know. Good to know.
I knew you could do it. You're sad. So does your wife read sci-fi? Did she like read all this for you and tell you how to fix it?
No, she did read the book. She doesn't read sci-fi. Yeah, she's she likes those I don't know how to put them, romantasy. So Rebecca Yarros and Fourth Wing type stuff. But she did read my book. She liked it. So did my mom. So it's good. If your mom and your wife both like it, it's good. Those are honest opinions right there. So
yeah, you can take that to the bank.
Right. Yeah.
Go remortgage your house and start your new business based on that. But my wife and mother like it. And my wife is actually just starting to read this one, and it's the first one that she's actually even started to read. So,
has she given you any feedback yet? Do you like it?
Yeah, she said there's a spelling mistake on the first chapter.
There you go.
And I looked at it. It's like it's not really a spelling mistake. You just have to read it differently. But it's like, whatever. Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, and she will be honest to a fault. Trust me. If she doesn't like it, she will say she doesn't like it.
That's important. That's important.
It is important if they read it before you publish.
True.
It's far less useful after the fact.
Yeah. She would tell you had a repeat chapter in there, right? Like.
No, I don't. Yeah. I like to make the most of my available pages by not doing things like that.
Right.
If I at all can.
Right.
So we didn't ask you, Steve. Sorry, Mike.
Oh,
where are you?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right. We asked you before we got on, but not. So when you get your second book out, are you thinking of going out and doing any events where you set up your little table and?
So I've looked kind of in my area. There's not a whole lot super close that, like, as far as bookstores or events. I reached out to a couple. There's a Barnes and Noble, but they never got back to me. So I think the plan is I would love to do that because I don't. There's cons that are in Chicago, and that's an hour and a half drive from me. I would love to do that. I think I would feel more comfortable getting a couple books under my belt. Instead of just trying to sell the one book, it's first in a series. Maybe
especially at Village.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So, Steve, how far are you from Indianapolis?
5 hours, 6 hours. We drove there like 2 years ago to go. They got a good zoo down there.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you get a few books, the Indiana Comic Con, very much worth your while going to that. But yeah, I would get at least 3-4 books first.
Is it, Mike? Right. Is it a really good Comic Con?
It is for almost every author.
Really worth your time?
It is.
Something I should go to with you one year and have it be like, oh, this is like the worst year ever. I don't understand.
Oh God, no! My sales suffer when you go to those things. You bring the storm cloud with you.
I think it must be it. I think it must be me. Fucking amazing.
So I've broken
right, because if they are, I'll like tone down the language. Sorry about that. It's like a little late now. 35 minutes into it.
So I've broken $1,000 in sales, total of 5 times at 3 different Comic Cons in Indiana Comic Con is one of those, and then Cincinnati, and then oddly, oh wait, actually no, I guess Pittsburgh I did too, and then Lexington, Kentucky, which makes no sense that they would have a really big Comic Con since it's a podunk little town that doubles when school's in session. But
selling books, I won't say it.
So when you do these cons, do you drive there and then you spend the week, or is it like a 2-day thing, 3-day thing? How does that work for you?
They're 1 to 3 days.
Okay.
So depending on where it is, and yeah, you really have to kind of take a look at it and look at what the table costs, and then if you go do one up in DC, right? What's that called?
Awesome Con, which is
Awesome
anything
Con.
but.
And it is not. It costs like what? Back when we did it in 2018 or something, 2019.
$350. Yeah.
It was $350 for a table, and then of course you got your $40 a day parking garage fee, and
for 3 days.
Hotels up there. So yeah, and I think it was an absolutely enormous place. And I think I saw like 4 comic book dealers there. It was basically like a pop culture con is what it was.
Yeah.
There was a lot of anime and all that kind of stuff. So
is that at their like basketball arena, or do they have like a civic center?
There was a convention center of some kind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the anime cons and things like that, you really got to look at who goes to them. Those attract a lot of teenagers.
Oh, okay.
Right. So not a big reading group.
Gotcha.
The more kind of comic focused ones, you'll get a bunch more readers. I would think even ones that have more of a gaming element to them, and I mean like Magic or D&D type of gaming, not video games.
Right.
You'll probably get a lot more readers there as well.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean military sci-fi, that also is its own little. So like fantasy, the readers for fantasy are like women 35 to 60. That's the big group, right? Not obviously not the only group, the big group. For military sci-fi, it's probably going to skew more male. Age group, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, you want to kind of check all that kind of stuff out too. But
right.
do stuff around your local area first, even with only a couple of books. And you'll be surprised how good people are to indie authors, especially local ones to them. They'll buy a book just to support you.
Right.
So
yeah,
and
one of my oldest. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, this summer I actually started. There's a brewery that has like artisan fair on Sunday from 12 to 5 once a month. And I'm like, why not? It's local. It's only 5 hours, and I mean, I've broke 300 in sales twice now. So even just like if you got like an artisan fair or something, because you can make some decent money there. Plus, they're much shorter, and you don't need a hotel. So
yeah.
And that's the big thing. Yeah, once you start getting into I mean, if you travel a lot and you've got hotel points, great. But
yeah, I got 3 little kids. We don't travel a whole lot. It's they're 5, 4, and 2, so it's
man. And you're a detective. Where the hell do you find time to write?
So a lot of this book was written on FMLA time, which is federal time off they give you for the birth of a child. Yeah. So when I had a month off, I would get a lot of writing done because I was at home with the baby.
So you're saying you're going to have at least 2 more kids?
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
To get that.
Wow. And you think writing's expensive now?
Right. Yeah. That's an 18-year investment. Yeah.
I'm waiting for your wife to pop into the chat with like, oh hell no.
Right. Yeah. No, we're done. We're done. So we're not. No more FMLA time. So I gotta carve out my own time.
Maybe you'll get lucky and go on short-term disability. You can always hope.
There you go. Yep. I can hope. I can twist an ankle at work, and I'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
go ahead.
Long-term disability now. That's like almost winning the lottery there.
Right.
Except for the whole disability thing.
Yeah. But is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yeah.
Right. It's like I have time to write my book, but I can't move my head.
Right.
Yay.
The book that I can't make that much money on. And,
Right.
you know, so yeah, it's good. It's a win-win.
Do you only write on a computer? Because I mean, we've talked to people who have written books on their phone.
Yeah,
which
I don't
to me is
know.
just nonsense. But
Yes.
So for the first book, the whole book was I did completely Microsoft Word. I'm familiar with it.
that's all I use.
Technologically hampered, yeah. But the charges went up for Microsoft Word. It's $100 a year. So
You can buy it.
for like the flat rate or whatever.
A couple of years ago, I bought it. It was like $150. I own it.
Yep, me too.
So there's no month. There's no
Nope.
monthly
No
or
monthly.
yearly.
You pay it once
Yeah.
and you're done.
Because
So you gotta
ahead.
look, and they'll be like, okay, you get it for this much a month, and it's like, well, no, and then it's like they're like, fine, you can buy it then outright and have it forever, but they keep trying to upsell you,
Sure.
but you can do it. Be
Okay.
persistent.
Well,
It
good to know.
costs $180 now.
Which is just slightly over what they charge per year. So
I'm going to put the link in the chat.
oh, perfect. Yeah, because for the second book, I just switched over to Google Docs, which is fine. It's easy. I think a lot of people use it. It's free. And then you can use that on your phone. And I tried it. I can't do it. I got to be in front of a computer.
Yeah. Word is great. I've written all of my books on Word, formatted them all on Word. And what's really annoying now is Adobe wants you to buy Acrobat. So you can actually, from Word, only create one free Adobe PDF every 30 days.
Oh.
Unless you own Acrobat.
Well,
that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's no good.
But there are ways around it. But
yeah. See, with Word, the big thing that I didn't like was the formatting. I couldn't get my page to look the way I wanted to. When I uploaded it into Amazon, I struggled so bad with Word for formatting. But everything else is great.
What I've done is I got my first one sorted out, and then for my second book, I just renamed my first book, deleted all the words, started over. So it was all formatted correctly when I started, and I'm on my 10th book doing that now.
Oh,
I just
that's
leave
smart.
the same formatting every time.
Yeah, perfect.
It worked once, it'll work again.
Perfect. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it's not that hard. I can give you some screenshots and show you what to do.
Perfect.
I just pay a guy on Fiverr to do it because that's less effort.
Dude, it's not any effort to format your book so it looks right. It's really not.
You've seen the fact that I'm barely monolingual because you edit my books. Do you think I'm going to be any better at formatting?
Dude, you're a freaking chemist, and you're telling me you can't figure out margins? That's terrifying.
Draw pictures. I'm an organic chemist. I'm a cartoon drawer. I can draw hexagons and pentagons really well. Stick people, not so much.
You worry me.
I like that. Barely monolingual. I like that. Yeah.
You absolutely worry me. So what are your goals writing wise, Steve? I mean, is this like hopefully going to be something that you're looking at to set you up in a cabin in the woods one day, or what?
Yeah. So with my job, I can retire in 7+ years. June 16th, 2033. Not that I'm counting.
That's right. Yeah, you got the little app on your phone that tells you.
That's right.
Yep, you got that.
Yeah. So I'll have a pension. So I'll have to work a little bit. My kids will be, still young. They'll be in high school, middle school. But hopefully by that time I'll have 3, 4, maybe 5 books out, and then I can kind of concentrate on writing more full time, and then maybe take a part-time job doing something. I mean, who knows? Oh, look at that. 5 years, one day. See, there you go. You're ahead of me.
Now, my wife will disagree, but she's definitely more on the, no, you need to work until full Social Security retirement age. It's like, I really don't.
Yeah.
So I have 704 days before I retire.
Suck moment.
That's real close.
Yeah, You're just being a
July
dick.
6th, 2027.
Yeah. Not like you're counting either. Yeah.
No, I I had bought a clock that started counting down from 1,000 days. So October 9th was 1,000 days last year. So yeah, I got it at my desk at work, and every time, like, yep, not too much longer.
Yep. You're in the triple digits.
That's
home
the
stretch.
longest short timers calendar I've ever seen. Usually those things aren't more than like 30 or 60 days. But that's all right.
Yeah.
What do you say, Mike? Do we want to take a military sci-fi person through your thing?
I was thinking that myself. Yes.
You
talking
know
about
what,
the
Mike?
Bald&Balding.
Actually, did I send you those links, Mike?
You did, and I looked at them and I said that's a good idea, and then I did nothing after that.
Did you link them?
No, I looked at them and said that's a good idea, and I did nothing after that.
Did I link
I don't
them?
know why this surprises you.
It doesn't at all.
Okay.
But let me see if I have them. Good God. We actually do know what we're doing a little bit here, Steve. So,
But if we use those, I don't get to roll my dice.
no, and that's good for everyone because you suck at rolling dice.
I'm going to roll my dice.
But I like the little. Man,
We'll
go ahead and roll your dice. I can't find it anyway.
Okay. So first off, who is going to be going to the Bald Dome, Steve?
That's going to be the youngest sibling, Vance, the fighter pilot.
Nice. Okay. Tell us about Vance while I'm getting things ready.
Oh,
Okay, so Vance.
pilot, so he thinks he's God.
Perfect. There, done. No, he's the youngest sibling. He's reckless. He's hasty. He doesn't make great informed decisions.
I'm liking this for the Bald Dome then. Okay, so Vance has been transported away from Mars, and he has gone to, and I just lost it, where to go, into the Mystic Library. And forgive me, one of these days I will update this, but I just used ChatGPT to be quick, and it's terrible, as you'd expect. But here it is.
Hold on, I got it, Mike. Let me try it. The protagonist is clever, but not invincible. Serious when the moment calls for it, but rarely humorless. The author strikes a remarkable balance between levity and danger, allowing for moments of genuine suspense, horror, and heart. The twists and turns in the plot are both surprising and satisfying, keeping the story unpredictable and exciting throughout. I am taking the piss out of Mike, by the way, if nobody's caught on to that. So that's from Mike's latest, very exceptionally well-written review of one of his books.
And Ro is not jealous at all.
Not even a little bit. You dick.
Okay, the Mystic Library. There's
Totally
endless shelves spiraled upward into the darkness. Each is crammed with dusty tomes and scrolls. Floating lanterns bob in the air, and spectral hands flip through ancient texts, whispering secrets of forgotten eras. Blah, blah, blah. There's ethereal owls with glowing eyes perched silently on the rafters, ever watchful. So he's left Mars, and he's now in this Mystic Library.
Perfect.
What is your favorite color, Steve?
Green.
He has a green fizzy potion that he has been informed by the librarian that is 100% effective, but the librarian lost the card that said what it actually does. And then the librarian disappears, so you can't use him in your story.
The bargain bin of potions, Choose at your own risk.
So now the choices come. Does he want a common item or does he want a weapon? Common item, he'll face a common animal. A weapon, he'll face a fantasy creature, because as a sci-fi pilot, he clearly, has a love for fantasy.
Clearly, yeah. Why don't we go with the common item?
Okay, so he has number 12, which is he has been given 2 pewter plates.
Okay.
And he is now facing, that is an 8. I can see, really. My vision is not that bad yet. He is facing an ostrich. So he's in the library with his 2 pewter plates, kind of, twirling them, catching them, everything. And all that commotion catches one of the giant eyes of an ostrich, which raises its head from the floor, which it was, trying to bury its head in there. Looks up, sees it, and he just kind of freezes, and the feathers kind of go out. He tries to make himself really big, and it's just kind of staring down now at Vance. What does Vance do?
So Vance in this situation would probably maybe throw the one plate in the other direction, try to distract him, and try to get around him by going the other way. I don't know exactly what Vance is trying to do. Is he trying to get further into the Mystic Library, or is he trying to get around the ostrich?
He has just left his course on astrophysics, and he has just reappeared here because some magician named Rosaire deemed it to be so.
Steve, you are the first person in the history of the Bald Dome to ask that question. What is he trying to do here?
Yeah. What's
everybody else just goes, ooh, critter. I need to kill it, or talk to it, or have tea with it, or mate with it, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you need to have a goal. Yeah.
Well, see, this is you're telling us a story now, and so if you want me to roll dice, I will, but it'll probably end up poorly for you.
Okay. So Vance is going to try to get around the ostrich.
So he throws the pewter plate one direction and he goes the other.
Yes.
It sounds like I have to roll for this. What do you think, Ro?
Sure. Watch this. You need a 9 or better.
Oh, look, there's my book. 16.
Buy Mike's book.
You mean Steve's book?
You rolled 16? I didn't see it.
I really did. 16, honest roll.
Good God, how about that? Yeah, the ostrich runs towards the plate.
But the mystic owls start hooting at you because we can't have it end this shortly. The mystic owls that are up in the rafters watching everything with their red glowing eyes.
Did you know about the mystic owls, Steve?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't know they had red glowing eyes.
Oh, that might have been addition by me, but details.
Sure. Yeah.
So the owls start hooting. The ostrich looks over to see what's going on. Do we need to roll Ro to see if the ostrich sees him or not?
Yeah, let's have the ostrich attack him just for S's and G's.
And the ostrich has a really big eye, so it should be pretty easy to spot people. So am I rolling to see if the ostrich spots him, or is the ostrich just going to attack? We're just going to assume he sees him and attacks.
Well, you know what? There's no way you're rolling a 16 twice. So let's just have him attack with a 14 or better.
Okay. 8.
Exactly. So the ostrich turns around, I guess, and considers attacking you and finds something to peck in the dirt instead.
Okay.
So
I still got the owls with the red eyes looking at me, and then
you have one pewter plate, and you have green fizzy potion.
Okay. Well, at this point, I'd take the green fizzy potion because I don't know what's going on with the owls and the ostrich. So I'll take the potion. Or Vance will take the potion.
Okay. He takes a potion. It is the Stone Blood Concoction. It turns the drinker's skin to stone, boosting defense but reducing mobility. So he's basically a statue, or gargoyle, say.
Sure. He can move, but just, he's not just running anywhere.
Yeah, he's like as fast as me now.
Which is faster than me, so it's still a win. Yeah.
So he can run, but only if there's a refrigerator nearby.
Yeah, or
right,
or an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so he is stone skin.
So I guess try to approach the ostrich to pet him because he can't get through me because I got stone skin.
Okay. I say he could just do that.
Okay. Are we going to see what the ostrich is, or are you going to roll for his ostrich?
Yeah. You got another type of die, Mike?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got the complete set of D&D dice.
Let's take out a 6.
I knew you were going to say something difficult. There's
a regular die?
Yes. Okay, I have my six-sided die.
And an odd number, he doesn't like it. An even number, he's okay with it.
4. Wow.
He's leaning into you petting him, I guess.
Oh wait, the even was he does like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah, Dan, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the ostrich. I mean,
Could be your new pet.
Yeah. You just keep doing it?
What was that?
You just keep doing it?
Yeah, I don't know what else I want to do with this ostrich.
So
Mike's not very good about telling you what your actual mission is in these places, but most people just kind of go after the critter. So I if the ostrich is kind of happy with you hanging out with him, I see no reason to.
I've got a new partner, and we live happily ever after.
I was going to say, if I rolled above a 10, that means that Rosaire the magician says, okay, you have passed, and you and the ostrich both go back to Mars.
Perfect.
Where you can eat him.
Even better. I love wings.
You know, on Mars, I mean, you can't an ostrich. No. God, that would feed a family for a week.
Right.
You love wings, you said? I mean, ostrich is the way to go.
Yeah, I've never had ostrich wings, but they can't be that bad.
All right. What is the weird? Do you travel much, Steve?
Used to. Like I said, we were talking before. I do a baseball trip with the boys every year, but outside of that, just kind of north woods of Wisconsin. That's about it.
So, what teams have you seen? I mean, have you seen a lot of them? Do you try to like hit all the stadiums? Is that the ultimate goal?
Yep. We started this a long time ago, so I've got 2 left. I've got Atlanta and Miami. I've seen it all the one. So.
Well, Miami shouldn't be hard to get tickets for.
No.
No,
but it's hard to fly down there and find hotels in Miami for a reasonable price. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Go during hurricane season.
That's actually kind of not a bad idea.
It is
That's
coming
a
up.
Horrible idea. What are you talking about? That's the worst idea ever.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Atlanta, yeah, baseball season in Atlanta. They got a dome stadium though, right? So it's probably air conditioned because I can't imagine that would be a comfortable game at all.
Yeah, Atlanta's not a dome, but Miami's is, yeah.
So what's your favorite stadium been so far?
We were just at Pittsburgh this year. Pittsburgh's is super nice. I'd probably go with that PNC in Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep calling it Three Rivers. You call it whatever you want.
Well, Three Rivers was right next to it.
Football. Is that the football field?
Yeah, it used to be both. Three Rivers used to be football and baseball. And then they separated them, so now Heinz Field's just football and PNC's just baseball.
I will care about baseball again when the Expos come back. Until then, I'm out.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's going to be a while. It might be a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever happen.
I had a coworker who he would always umpire for high school baseball. He's always like, Mike, what about you? Baseball is like, oh, I loved it growing up, through my teens, and then I just kind of gave up on it. And I was like, I'll start watching again when they get a 10-second pitch clock. And this is like 10 years ago. He's like, that'll never happen. Never. And now they do have some sort of clock. I don't know how long it is because now it's the Brewers have to make the World Series, and then I will start watching.
Yeah. I would be ecstatic if the Brewers made the World Series. But
so
I'm not holding my breath.
As a baseball fan, don't you think it would be good for the sport for them to like cut the season in half? Because 162 games, Jesus! I mean, if you can't figure out who's good and who's not, that's
I think
too many games.
Yeah, I think you can say that about any sport. Yeah. Basketball's too long because it's 82 games and the superstars sit out like 10 games.
The basketball playoffs last damn near as long as the NFL regular season.
It's like 2.5, 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Nuts.
Same with hockey.
Baseball, what they should do, because they have that single A, double A, triple A major league thing, they should have relegation.
I actually like that. Yeah.
It'll never happen, but yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Relegation would be great because then those games at the end of the year matter.
Right. You can't tank. Yeah.
Right. You
Because if
can't
you
just
tank, you're in AA or AAA. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
country desperately needs relegation in its sports because
Yeah.
the Jets would be a high school team by now.
Or maybe not even that. Yeah. Who knows?
Dan M says, watch baseball again when Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame. That might happen, Dan.
Let's hope
Now
not.
that,
Yeah. Didn't they
Cheater.
just? Yeah. Didn't they just pardon him or
well,
say
he
he's
just died.
eligible?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
so
but I think MLB just.
they
I could
did
be wrong.
something that opens the door for it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
It
him
was after
dying
his death.
probably threw that door wide open again.
Right.
So
Yeah.
He'll probably get it. But all right. So remind us again, Steve, when the new book is coming out.
Hopefully towards the end of this year. Wanted to throw this out there. This book, Cosmic Strife, I'm going to put it on sale on Amazon starting tomorrow. And by sale, I mean free. So it'll be a free book promotion on Amazon for the Kindle version starting tomorrow for the next 5 days. So if you want to pick it up, please do. And just always leave a review. Those mean more than the sales, even, so.
They really do. And
even if they're 1 star.
To coattail on Steve, I have a book coming out on September 1st, and if you'd like a free art copy, please let me know, and I'll happily send it to you.
And
Perfect.
I just published a book last Friday. It's 99 cents for now
It's
until
upside
eternity.
down.
Oh, yeah, it is. Sorry.
Good God, man.
There you go. You can
Can't
get it
bring
for
you
99
anywhere.
cents. And I'm
Nice.
done interviewing with people, so you won't be seeing me ad nauseum on YouTube channels for a while.
So you're not even going to come on this show and let me interview you about the book,
No.
or you just feel you've done it enough?
I've done it 6 times. No one wants to hear from me again. Although
Well,
I didn't end up telling the story about the worst thing I ever did, so that's going to be a bar tale now at Worldcon.
What's the worst thing you ever did?
I told you before.
Have you?
1980.
Dude, what do you? That tells me nothing.
Well, that's all. That's the only tease you get.
All right, Steve. Thank you for enduring this. We appreciate you coming on. Let us know when your new book comes out, and we'll be happy to plug it as much as Mike has plugged his this time.
Perfect.
Maybe even more.
Excellent.
And best of luck, and stay safe at work.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Mike, when's
Everybody-
our next show? Wait.
Good question. It's next week. It's Amber Toro on the 6th at 8 p.m., which is
Not
a
until
Wednesday.
the 6th?
Not until the 6th.
Okay. And at 8 p.m.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thanks, everybody.